Chili has played an important role in many Chinese cuisine, but do you know that the history of chili in China is less than 300 years? Within 300 years, Chile has created a marvelous chili culture. We can hardly ignore the existence of chili in many schools of Chinese cuisine such as Sichuan and Hunan. Today at Into the Chili, we would like to dig into the mystery of chili pepper. Why is it spicy and how is it grown? What's special about this cuisine? When and how is it introduced to China? There are many questions to be answered. To begin our journey, let's get down to earth and meet the largest chili farmer family in Sichuan. Let's get started.
My whole family has been growing chili for a long time. I grew up in this chili farm. Yes, it is very funny that for chili farmers like us, we never seem to be afraid of spices. There are many different kinds of chili, and 18 of them are more famous, like capsicum and habanero. In Sichuan, the chilies that are more commonly grown is this, Tufan chili. There are also golden head chili, 7 stars pepper, Xiaomi chili. These chilies are often used in our Sichuan cuisine.
What is spicy? That certain compounds in spicy foods activate the type of sensory neurons called polymodal nociceptors. You have these all over your body, including your mouth and nose. And they're the same receptors that are activated by extreme heat. So when you eat a chili pepper, your mouth feels like it's burning because your brain actually thinks it's burning.
The amount of capsaicin in a food is measured by Scoville units, named after the American pharmacist Wilbur Scoville, which go from 0, sweet bell peppers, to 16 million, pure capsaicin. Cayenne pepper clocks in around 40,000 SU, habanero around 250,000, pepper spray a cool 2 million. To maximize your pepper's superfood power, go as high as you can on the Scoville scale.
Also, my grandpa told me that when he was young, people seldom added salt and other seasonings to food. The most common spice was chili. People back then were poorer. They couldn't afford soap, so they added a lot of chili in their food. My family grew this kind of two-thorn chili. Two-thorn chili is the most important chili in Sichuan cuisine. This kind of chili is slightly spicy and rich in flavor.
This type of chili is very special. There is a hook at the end. The harvest season is May to July every year. The chili at this time is green in color. It can be used in cooking. At the end of July, it begins to turn red and purple. When harvested in July to October, two-thorn chili can be used in making pickled pepper.
当我们的2斤调辣椒完全转成鲜红色的时候，就是它老熟的时候，我们就可以把它拿来做调料，就是做成辣豆瓣酱。也可以像这样晒干，做成辣椒面，再加工做成辣椒油。我们双流县这里
Here at Shuangliu County, the mountain area has purple soil.
是灰
The
色土
plain
壤，
area has gray
中间
soil.
的丘陵地
The
带
hill
是黄
area
色
in
土
the
壤，
middle has yellow
只有在
soil.
这里有微量
It
元
is
素
only
的
in the
黄色
yellow
土壤里
soil
面
with
才种得出
microminerals
这
that
种
we can grow the best two-thorn
又香
chili.
又辣的2斤调辣椒。其实种植辣椒非常容
Actually,
易，
planting chili
唯
is
一要
quite
注意
easy.
的就是排
The
水。
only thing we need to pay
因
attention
为
to
辣
is
椒
the
在排
drainage
水良
system.
好的土
It
地
is
上
easier
面
for
会比较
chili
容
to
易生
grow
长，
on well-drained
而且辣
land.
椒最怕的
Chili
是
is very vulnerable to rain.
哦。
Sometimes
成
we
都
have
这
a
里
lot
有
of
时候
rain
潮
here
湿
at
多雨就让我们很
Chengdu.
头
It
痛。
really gives us a headache.
辣椒适合生
The
长的
best
温度
temperature for the chili is
大约是
25 to 30
25到
degrees
30度，
Celsius.
非常适合在我们这里的气候。
There's a technique we use when we grow chili, which is
在
soaking
播
the
种之
chili
前，
seeds
先
in
把
water
辣椒
before we
种子
plant the
泡
seed.
水，泡
After
大概
2 to 8 hours,
2到8
the
个小时，
membranes on the seed will
它辣椒
dissolve.
籽上面的泡。
When the seed sunken,
那种子沉下去的时候，我们就可以开始播种。
between two
每一个
chili
植株的
plants,
中
we
间
need
呢，
to
我们
leave
要相隔
30 to
30
45
到
centimeter
45
space.
那
After
种下
that,
去之后，我们平常就要去
we need
除
to
草、
weed,
浇
water,
水、
and
施
apply
肥。
fertilizer to it.
这样子顺利的
If we
话，我
were
们大概
lucky,
2-3个
we
月
will
就
be
可以
able
采
to
收
reap
了。
in 2 to 3
啊，
months.
不然
Hey,
你
do
要
you
不要试
want
试
to
看我
try
们
the
自己
chili
种的
that
辣
we
椒啊？
grow?
很好
It is
吃，
very
你试一下
tasty.
啦。
Try.
试试看
Come
啦，
on,
没事的。
try. After knowing the fun facts about hot peppers, we invite the famous food critic, aka Chili Queen, to talk about the hot peppers on the Chinese dining table.
It was born in China as Ming Qing Dynasty, then thrived as four regional schools of cooking in China. Sichuan cuisine has a broad flavor, particularly the spiciness resulting from the use of chili peppers, as well as the unique flavor of Sichuan chili. Sichuan chili is also called flower pepper. Sichuan pepper has an intensely fragrant citrus-like flavor and produces a mala sensation in the mouth. Doubanjiang is also a common seasoning used in Sichuan cuisine. Common preparation techniques in Sichuan cuisine include stir frying, steaming, and braising. Notable spicy dishes include spicy deep fried chicken and steamed chicken with chili sauce, and also Sichuan mala hot pot, and etc. Hunan cuisine, also called Xiang cuisine, stems from Hunan province, which has an old-age reputation as land of fish and rice. Due to the abundant and high agricultural output of the region, ingredients used in Hunan cuisine are rather varied than other schools of cuisine in China. The features of Hunan cuisines are richness, creaminess, and moistness, combined with a delicate use of chili pepper. It is also known for having hot, spicy flavor, attractive aroma, and deep color. Hunan cuisine is considered to be purely hot or dry hot. Hunan cuisine is often spiced by pure chili content, and it tends to be oily. It utilizes various types of fresh ingredients. Cooking techniques commonly used in Hunan cuisine are stewing, steaming, stir-frying, smoking, and braising. Equally important techniques used in Hunan cuisine is the art of cutting meats and vegetables, both to please the eye and to enhance the tenderness of the finished product. Famous Hunan cuisine are dry cooked chicken, chili fish head, Hunan spicy beef, etc. Yunnan cuisine, it is vastly varied because of the large number of ethnic groups in the region. So it is difficult to generalize Yunnan cuisine. But we can still say that most Yunnan dishes are quite spicy, and mushrooms are featured in the Yunnan dishes. Flowers, insects, and ferns may also be seen in the Yunnan cuisine. Dishes such as sliced pork with spicy sauce and jidou liangfen are notable Yunnan cuisine. Guizhou cuisine is similar to Sichuan and Hunan cuisines, but it is unique that Guizhou cuisine emphasizes the mixture taste of sour and spicy, and its salt-pickled vegetables are also unique. And the salt-pickled vegetables are also called yancai. Notable Guizhou dishes include sour and spiced twice-cooked pork, and stewed chicken and pickled chili peppers.
We thank Chili Queen for her enlightening food talk. We know chili pepper is an important component in many types of Chinese cuisine, but is chili always there? If not, where did it come from? To answer these questions, we invite Professor Arcanero from Chili Pepper University to bring us back in time, exploring the beginning of chili pepper in China.
Chili peppers originated in the Americas. The word chili came from Nahuatl, known informally as Aztec, in ancient Mexico. They used chili peppers as spices or sauces on every food that they consumed. In 1494, Christopher Columbus brought chilies back to Europe. Later, they were brought to Asia by Portuguese navigators during the 16th century. After the Spanish colonization of the Philippines, chilies were introduced to China via trade in Ming Dynasty, along with other products we're familiar with today like corns, potatoes, and tobaccos, etc. In late Ming Dynasty, Book of Plants recorded a foreign plant named fanjiao, which is literally foreign chilies, the same way tomatoes were named. In 1591, chilies were grown as botanical curiosities in the gardens by the Chinese, not as culinary purposes. After 100 years, chili started to be grown as food, since it was imported by sea trade. People in the middle and lower reaches of the Changjiang River were the first ones to eat chilies, say Shanghai. In the meantime, people in Sichuan did not even have an idea of what chilies look like. However, the history of chili does not define the degree of sensation for spiciness. As of today, the love for chili in Jiangze area is not as much as those in the western part of Changjiang River. For Sichuan, Hubei, Hunan, and Jiangxi, it's hard to tell which one of them dared to eat the spiciest food. From my experience, I would say it's probably Yunnan. They have a chili as big as the size of pinky finger, and it's really hot. During a meal, I can only eat 4 of them, while the locals can eat 8. There are 3 main cities producing chili peppers in China. There are Hubei Wangdu, Shandong Yidu, and Sichuan Chengdu. Wangdu is a large city. It is well known for growing chilies, especially Goat Horn King. Goat Horn produces very hot, spicy peppers. This variety is very popular in China and Southeastern Asia for cooking and pickling uses. Plants are vigorous and very productive, easy to grow, also a good variety for container plants on backyard. Yidu produces Yidu red chili. It is believed to originate from Shandong Yidu, hence the name. This type of chili can be used in either dry or fresh form. It's red-purple in maturity, and it's not too spicy and rich in flavor. It is very easy to be processed and ready to eat. Chengdu is located in Sichuan, the place where chili business has been an important role there. There are a variety of chili being grown. The most famous one is probably two-thorn chili pepper. It's shiny, red, and very spicy. You can even taste a bit sweetness in it. If you try the chili, it can reserve its red color for a very long time. These desirable characteristics make two-thorn chilies the essential ingredients of Sichuan cuisine.
More than 300 years in China, chili has made its way from a foreign commodity to the center of many Chinese cuisine. Today in Into the Chili, we have learned the chili production, the amazing dishes, and the history of chili in China. But is that the end of the story? The impact of chili is beyond our imagination. There are songs about chili, in which people express their love for spiciness. In Hebei Wangdu, there's even a chili museum. The story of chili in China will go on, and we will see you next time in Into the Chili.